Good morning, beautiful collective family. I hope you're doing really well. This is just going to be a very short one today, just to see where your energy is right now, and then I will do a longer one a little bit later today. If you haven't already, please do like and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it massively, and thank you to those that like and comment on my videos as well. I do appreciate you. So let's get into this now and see just where your energy is at this time. Where are you right now? We have wealth. I always get one more because sometimes you have a little bit of extra with that. And happiness, okay. So this is you about being wealthy and happy right now. I'm going to pop those down there. You can't actually see them, can you? Sorry about that. So I'm actually going to pick your runes first. So let's see where you are energetically with your runes. So remember, these will actually bring threads of energy, sometimes from your subconscious mind or from your higher conscience, just to make things more clear for you, so you can see where you're going today. That's interesting. We've got Manas, which is all about awareness, so being aware of yourself. Gebo, that's a beautiful one. And Isa. Okay, so let's have a look at these runes first of all. So the energy right now is all about you being aware of yourself, aware of balance, aware of achieving balance. You know when you've got an itch and my hair gets trapped in my armpit sometimes. Anyway, so you've got, imagine you are seeing yourself through a mirror and you're observing yourself and you're judging yourself, criticizing yourself, noticing parts of yourself, okay? So that's what Manas is sort of representing on here. Now, Gebo, you, I feel, have seen something in yourself that you've realized you want to align. So say, for instance, if you are masculine here, you have felt an energy of feminine that you want to connect with. It's like creating a sacred bond. And if you are feminine here, you have found an energy of a masculine that you want to have this sort of sacred bond with. Now, what I'm getting from that is, whatever this is, however you've met this energy, whether that is internally within yourself or it's externally in a person that you've met, okay, or that you know. But it's thrown you into a place of contemplation, of being present with yourself, of checking in with your own ego needs, I feel, because you're asking yourself a lot of questions at this time. You're trying to find balance with that, because I feel like maybe you've come from some previous relationships or situations with people where you felt like you've noticed the one thing that doesn't change in those relationships is yourself, and you've been working on yourself, trying to observe, you know, how am I? What do I do? And I feel like you've tested yourself recently with this. You've kind of created for yourself a little challenge or a test, and you've passed the test, I feel, is what Spirit given me. You have passed that test, and it's interesting. Give yourself some credit, because, you know, not many people would think to even do that, but that's what you've done. That's what you've decided to do. Is like, you know, you've taken opportunities to test yourself, and you've spoken to yourself, questioning how you feel and why do I do this and why do I do that, rather than projecting onto another person saying, you know, well, they did this to me or they did that to me. You're looking within instead. So there's a very genuine, good energy coming from the work that you've done that's aligning you with something very, I want to say safe, but very healthy. You know, it's aligned you with a wealth mentality rather than a lack mentality. And it's also helped you to seek the happiness, because as I've mentioned before, and you probably know this already, you know, happiness isn't something that we can find externally. It's a way of being within ourselves, okay? And it's something that you have to kind of keep working on, keep pursuing. So let's see what the cards are telling us for you this morning. Let's see. Vine. Seek out information that will help you. So that's what I'm talking about, is you have been talking to yourself about, like, why do I do that? Why is this happening? You're learning a lot. You are learning a lot. And it's very wise how you've put yourself through this. Pig, beware of greed. I feel like this might be something that you have found within yourself. So forgive me, remember this is a collective, this might not resonate with you, but if it does, be honest about that. And I feel like that's exactly where you're at, is you've been honest. I do sense somebody that has a bit of a fear of missing out. So in terms of doing that, you've kind of spread yourself quite thinly, you know, kind of kept your hand in lots of ways because of greed. It's almost like you want to, it's a shadow quality basically, that you feel like if I don't keep my hand in everything, I'm going to miss out somewhere. That's kind of the energy that we're getting from there. But you've realised actually how exhausting that is and how it's creating quite surface level connections. What else do we have for you on here? Right, oh my life. A tower moment is what we have here. Everything come crushing down. Maybe that's something to do with how you've been feeling. Perhaps you felt like, you know, things are, you start looking into something and then a whole shower of information has come to you about things about yourself. But what I want to say on that is this is about learning to see those shadows and accept them, you know, honour them. They're there for a reason. And none of this is bad. It's good. And it's good to observe them, because then you can move forward with them in check, saying, you know, this is actually how I want things to be. This is how things have been in the past, and I don't want that to be the case. So it's almost like you are parenting your ego, if you like. Frying pan, trouble, accusation. So you may have had some, I'm getting that saying of like, out of the frying pan into the fire. I feel like maybe you jumped out of something with haste and jumped straight into something else that was like, what have I done? And you kind of had a bit of an attachment there, which I feel like you're trying to get away from if you haven't already managed to get away from, where there's been a lot of accusations or there's just been a lot of drama and trouble around that. We've got carriage, a journey, either physical or mental. So that's kind of sent you on this journey of self-discovery. So that needed to happen for you to actually understand what is happening here. You know, if that hadn't have happened, you probably wouldn't be doing all the work that you're doing right now to even figure this out. And flowers, happiness. You have 2 cards about happiness. I feel like you know what brings you happiness. You know what makes you happy here. Stop struggling. You know, you've recognised these shadow qualities. You've recognised that. And you also know what your light qualities are. So you can work with this. You know, so this is only going to be a short reading, and I do actually have somebody coming in very soon, so I should probably keep it nice and sweet, shouldn't I? Rat, someone working against you or behind your back. And stork, news of a birth or news of a business opportunity. So in the background, and I feel you probably watch my videos a lot because I keep getting this rat thing about somebody that is working against you, or there's a force that keeps trying to pull you back. I feel like this person has some hold over you in terms of maybe something to do with financial stuff, or something to do with just something that they have over you, you know, that you don't want to rock the boat too much because of this thing, and they keep reminding you of this thing. But they are trying to cause some trouble in your life, in your way forward. And that might be holding you back or making you feel stuck to be able to move forward. But this news of a birth or a new business opportunity, this is to do with your wealth. So I do feel that, you know, very soon the tables are going to turn. Things are going to move in your favour. And this person is not going to have a leg to stand on. Okay? It's funny because storks do stand on one leg, don't they, I think? Am I thinking of flamingos? I don't know. But basically, this is a time for you to not make hasty decisions. You've done that before, remember? And you don't want to end up in the fire again. So this is about you being patient, being present, working on where you are right now, working with what you have. So let's get into the tarot on this for you and just see. So what have you learned so far? So it seems what you've learned so far is what actually makes you happy. You've learned what you really want. You having an understanding of the feelings in your body. I feel like before you've gone off excitement, and that feeling within you, you've actually found out is actually adrenaline. Is actually something that it is more like a fight or flight response than actually contentment. but you found something, I feel, that actually brings you peace, and you haven't felt that previously. You haven't felt that before, but now you know what that feels like. It's become like a drug. You want more of it. So what is it? I have King of Wands. So it's something I feel on a level that kind of ignites something passionate within you. Definitely passionate, and you're led by that. I feel like you are a very passionate person yourself. I feel like you're a very sensual person, and it brings you a lot of confidence, and it actually feeds your charisma as well. Oops. So that feels like, yeah, there's a lot of sexual energy to that as well. So I feel like maybe if that is sounding like the type of person that you are, then this is helping you to honour that in a healthy way. So what else do we have for you? Whoa, there's a lot of masculine energy in this, to be fair. So if you are masculine yourself, then this could be a good sign that you are standing in your power right now. If you're the feminine right now, then this could be a masculine coming in to your life that is feeling very strong, very protective, very action orientated. There is a state in your life right now where you are entering almost like an up level, like a promotion, if you like. And so for some of you, if this wealth and happiness is to do with your career, then expect some kind of promotion, expect some kind of, where was it, that stalk, you know. For some of you, I feel like the stalk is presenting the conception of a new relationship. For some of you, the stalk is the conception of a new business. Okay. And we have the Ten of Pentacles on the bottom there. So that's something that you can commit to. That's long-term commitment. And I feel like you've started to realise within yourself that actually committing to some one thing brings you more happiness than being spread too thinly with that pig, with that greed, you know, trying to have your fingers in too many pies, that kind of thing. So what else do we have? Emotional fulfillment and emotional intelligence. I feel like something has opened you up emotionally and helped you to understand love on a different level, which is beautiful. But it's also very intuitive as well. It's like you've been opened up on a spiritual level too, and you're kind of accessing your intuition, and you're being guided by that intuition. See the work that you've done there on what you have become aware of within yourself, keeping your ego in check, and wanting that balance between the masculine and the feminine. And there's a perfect time for it as well, as we've just come into the solstice and the full moon. You know, the moon is fully illuminated, that's feminine, and the sun is at the highest point in the sky, that is the masculine. It's like it's all coming into balance, coming together. So let's get a final word on this then now. Word. Let's see what the final word is. The King of Cups nearly flew out then, that would have been interesting. So what is your final? Justice. Okay, nice. Truth, integrity, moving through with a real sense of, you know, owning it and living truthfully, living right for you, balance. So I do sense that you are moving into a space of aligning yourself with your fetch. So your fetch is like the spiritual partner, your spiritual husband or wife. But I feel like for some of you, you've actually recognised that in the 3D. You found somebody that embodies that. And you want to align with that now. You're feeling like this is the right time to do that. And for some of you, it's more about you just knowing that truth within you and aligning it within yourself. Okay, so it's like you're getting the balance of masculine and feminine within yourself, and you're starting to align with the spiritual sense of that fetch and bringing those qualities in. Okay, so say if you were feeling like you've not got it under control, or you're not moving in the way that you want to move and stuff like that, you may be embodying more of your masculine to help you to take action to move forward. And the other way around might be that perhaps you've been a little bit too controlled, too sort of this, and now you're starting to come more into your emotional side. That's embodying more the feminine, if that makes sense. I hope it does. So if this reading resonates with you and you want to look into this further, my details are in the description box. So just click on the title of this video and all the details are down there. for you to contact me. I also offer 1 or 2 question readings as well, which you achieve a lot quicker, and they're like £10 per question, so ask away. Please do leave me a comment, like this video, and don't forget to subscribe. Have a blessed day.